4 potential trade targets for the Browns in the offseason. This from Dog Pound Daily. Number 4, wide receiver Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos. They were talk about him up at the trade deadline. Number 3, a guy we've talked a little bit about, Mike Williams, wide receiver for the Chargers. Number 2, they go with Joey Bosa, edge rusher from the Chargers. And number 1, Davante Adams, wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, let's do the 3 wide receivers together. Quincy, I don't know that, and it's nothing against Jerry Jeudy. I think they got Elijah Moore. That's a similar style. I'm more intrigued by Mike Williams or Davante Adams. Just your thoughts.
I mean, let's call it what it is. We're just tired of guys who are hypothetically productive, right? Like, hey, man, they could be productive. We just want somebody who's actually productive because those are the wide receivers that tend to work out. We've been talking about the ideal of Jerry Jeudy, but the reality of Jerry Jeudy has been very disappointing as a wide receiver in Denver. Mike Williams, we've seen him produce. We've seen him kill the Cleveland Browns a couple of times. Davante Adams, his production doesn't even need to be explained. So, yeah, I think those would be more appealing to people because, the Browns are at a point to where they're not trying to develop a talent to be another wide receiver for them. They just need somebody to step in and produce. And when that's the case, you want to go with somebody who can produce because they've done it before, and that's Davante Adams and Mike Williams. Obviously, Davante Adams a bit higher tier than Mike Williams. He's not coming off an injury or anything like that. But, yeah, like those 2 guys would probably be more attractive to a lot of Browns fans because I think a lot of Browns fans are burnt out on betting on the ideal of certain wide receivers, right? We did it with Anthony Schwartz. We've done it with a couple of rookies, and then we did it with Elijah Moore. And I think people just want the productive wide receiver, instead of the one that could be productive down the line if he's just patient enough.
When you look at Mike Williams, that might be a guy that they're ready to move on for. They got the young guy, Johnston from TCU that they drafted, Quentin Johnston. You still have Keenan Allen. So that's certainly possible, I would imagine, from the Chargers standpoint. Jim Harbaugh, you got a new head coach, new offensive staff.
Mike Williams is going to be available. Like, I'm pretty sure of it, right? He has I think a $30 million cap hit that they're not going to want to go up against, and he just got a ACL injury, and I think he's turning close to 28 to 30 or something like that. So, yeah, they're going to move on from him. You can either get him as a cap casualty or you can get him as a trade. I don't think it would be that expensive either way because he's going to be on in 1 year prove it deal world. So of all of these names, Mike Williams is the most attainable as well because he's going to have to be on a prove it deal. And that's the kind of deals that the Browns can give out right now. Short-term, quick deals to these guys. And I think Mike Williams also has a ton of experience with Deshaun Watson, won a national championship with them in Clemson. So he knows how to adjust to his play style. And I think, if we want to add familiarity for Deshaun Watson, it's not just about the offensive concepts you run. It's about some of the personnel as well.